South Africa's banking sector is estimated to be worth over 8.5 trillion rands in 2026. The biggest banking market in Africa. So, how did one man flip the entire banking industry on its head and end up with $3.8 billion in his pocket? Today, in our series on Africa's richest, most influential and powerful people, we're shining a spotlight on the low-key legend, Michiel Le Roux, who built Capitec, a bank that became Africa's most valuable brand. You've probably never heard his name shouted from the rooftops, but his empire touches over 22 million lives every single day. This is the incredible story of how a small-town boy spotted what the big banks ignored and built something powerful enough to reshape South Africa's financial future. Stay with us. You're about to get truly inspired. Michiel Le Roux was born in South Africa on the 20th of May, 1949. He grew up in various towns across the country, attending different schools due to his father's position as a mine ventilation engineer. He later attended Alberton High School, where he completed his high school learning and matriculated in 1966. After matric, Michiel Le Roux enrolled at Stellenbosch University, where he graduated with a BCom law degree in 1972. He then began his career in the liquor industry, securing a position at Distillers Corporation immediately after graduating. Le Roux then worked his way up until he eventually became a managing director of the company, which had since grown to become one of South Africa's biggest wine and spirits producer. He then left Distillers after many years of working there and entered the banking space in 1994, joining Boland Bank, a small regional bank that was situated near Cape Town. Boland Bank's chairman Christo Wiese personally appointed Le Roux as the bank's managing director, a role he held until 1998 when he suddenly resigned. He later revealed that the reason he left Boland Bank was due to a falling out and dispute he had with chairman Christo Wiese over the bank's future direction. He described banking at the time as very archaic, specifically citing frustration with traditional practices such as banks closing at 3:30 p.m., which is something he desperately wanted to change. Michiel Le Roux's decision to leave Boland Bank cost him millions of rands and led to a lawsuit between him and Christo Wiese, which dragged on for almost a year. This is because Le Roux was subject to a share option scheme that imposed a financial penalty if he left before the expiration period. This experience greatly informed his perspective on banking and inspired an idea that would soon become Capitec Bank.
The first thing I asked when I got there was, why do banks close at 3:30 in the afternoon? It's just a mystery to me. And I thought there must be some legal reason, and there was no reason whatsoever. And we tried to change that. That was a big issue with the staff who'd been used to working until 3:30. So when we started Capitec, one of the things we did was say there are no hours. We definitely don't close at 3:30, but we don't even close at 5 o'clock when it's necessary.
Le Roux's experience at Boland Bank was instrumental in shaping his perspective on the banking sector, laying the perfect groundwork for Capitec Bank. In 2001, he founded Capitec with co-founder Riaan Stassen, and the company listed on the JSE for the first time in February 2002. Capitec initially targeted South Africa's low-income households, who were ignored by traditional banks. The bank offered unsecured credit to people without collateral and removed barriers like security screens and red tape, helping to make banking accessible for everyone. Its core strategy focused on providing a single, simple account with the same gold card for everyone, avoiding the stigma of poor accounts while also offering low costs and extended branch hours. This approach allowed Capitec to dominate the market for social grant recipients, holding around 7.6 million such clients by mid-2025. While the bank has since evolved to include mid-market customers and expanded into business banking, Its core identity remains rooted in serving the underserved lower to middle income segments that traditional banks had previously overlooked. Fast forward to today. Capitec is South Africa's largest consumer bank by customers and Africa's most valuable bank overall, with over 22 million clients. And Michiel? He owns roughly 11% of the business. Forbes Africa 2026 puts his net worth at $3.8 billion, landing him in the top 10 richest people in Africa. A significant achievement. But here's what makes Michiel Le Roux truly influential. This isn't just about money. Capitec has democratized banking for millions of ordinary Africans. It prioritized financial inclusion for millions of South Africans, giving them access to a world-class banking system at a fraction of the cost that traditional banks usually charged. Michiel Le Roux is also a major philanthropist, pouring millions into education and even becoming one of South Africa's biggest private political donors, supporting parties fighting for better governance. He proves you can build generational wealth and power while staying humble and focused on real problems. The biggest takeaway? You should be able to spot the gap others ignore, solve it with ruthless simplicity, and never underestimate the power of serving the masses. Even at 76, Michiel Le Roux is still on the Capitec board, is still helping to shape the bank's future. Low-key, laser-focused, legendary. So, is Michiel Le Roux Africa's most underrated billionaire? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. If you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button. It helps the algorithm massively. Share this with one friend who needs to see it, and subscribe for the full series on Africa's richest, most influential, and powerful people. Until then, stay alert, stay African, and stay powerful. This is Politically African. I'll see you in the next one.